What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Put 'em Up podcast with your host, as always, Rossi G. We're going to be talking UFC 265 today. So, yeah, really looking forward to this one. Big fight going down in H-Town, Houston, Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas, and there's two heavyweights going head-to-head, and I am absolutely buzzing for it. But before we get into it, I just want to cover something that's been sort of a hot topic of this sort of last week. So Conor McGregor has made a tweet, and I know you're probably thinking, oh, fucking hell, Conor McGregor again? Yes, Conor McGregor again. He's back in the headlines. He's made a tweet, and to be completely honest with you, it's not on. It's disgusting, right? So let me give you a quick breakdown. So as you know, he recently fought Dustin. We've been through that. He lost. After the fight, Khabib tweeted out saying, "Good always beats evil. Congratulations, Dustin." You know, fair enough tweet. They don't like each other, Khabib and Conor. Whatever to it. That's fine. That's a rivalry. Whatever. So 2 weeks after this fight, or a week and a half, whatever it is, he tweets saying, "COVID is good, father is evil." Now, Khabib's father passed away from COVID, and that was Khabib's everything. So I am officially getting off the Conor McGregor bandwagon. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm done with him. He's been someone that I've really enjoyed watching. I remember watching his debut, watching him in UFC Dublin. I've, always watched all his fights, like a lot of us, and a lot of people have got into it. But I just think that, to be honest, that's the end. I can't support him. I can't, because he's lost his head too much. It's too far. Like, I love the trash talk, from back in the day, the OG trash talker, Chael Sonnen. He was so good at it. But, you don't cross the line. Conor McGregor's crossed the line, and I'm done with him. So I'm not Team Conor anymore. I'm off the bandwagon. This may come back to bite me in the arse when he next fights, but no, I'm only joking. No, I'm staying true to this one. But what I do have to say on this is, I wonder what John Kavanagh is thinking. I wonder what Owen Roddy's thinking, because these are his coaches that he's been around since, day one. And he's also sort of, in a way, the face of SBG Ireland. I know he doesn't kind of train there as much anymore, and whatever. It's more, John Kavanagh's. But still, he still represents it. And, John Kavanagh is a quiet man who comes in and just does his job, Owen Roddy seems the same, and they all just have a laugh. They all have to crack. But you're representing them, and they must be thinking, like, fucking hell, mate, come on. Do you know what I mean? Because it's their reputation that's going to be tarnished as well. You don't want that, because they're great coaches. So, yeah, for me, I can't. I'm off the bandwagon. I'm off the Conor McGregor hype. So, yeah, you can clip that. That'll be maybe coming back to bite me, but we'll see in the future. So anyway, on to UFC 265. This is going to be an absolute banger. I'm going to jinx it right now. Hopefully not, but it's going to be a guaranteed knockout. Hopefully. So, look, we'll quickly run over the co-main event. The co-main event was supposed to be Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena, right? Fight's called off. Once again, COVID has struck. It's ruined it. And we are not going to get to see that fight. However, I'm partly good because I love watching Amanda. She's such a good fighter. And to be honest, I think she was just going to blitz her. Like, I don't think there is anybody that can stop her. I really don't. The only person that I think would ever stand a chance is Shevchenko, but whether that happens because of the weight difference, I don't really know. So we'll yet to see. But yeah, that's basically been postponed. That'll be a fight later in the year. I can tell you right now, Amanda Nunes is going to knock her out because that's what she does. So yeah, back onto the main event. Cyril Gane versus Derrick Lewis. Now, I really, really like both of these fighters. I've been lucky enough to watch Derrick Lewis. I watched Derrick Lewis versus DC in UFC 230, Madison Square Garden. What an experience. Absolutely an amazing card. And I was very lucky to go and watch that. Unfortunately, Derrick Lewis did not get the win that night, and I really wanted him to because I really wanted to see him become champion, but he was just completely outclassed. DC, we all know he's probably up there with the GOAT. As much as I struggle with him because of that chicken advert, and if you've not seen that advert, just type in Daniel Cormier chicken advert and you'll completely understand why I'm not his biggest fan. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's quite funny, but bloody hell. So, yeah. But how I think this fight is going to go down, I'm going to give you a pick, but I'm going to predict it because this is going to be released on the night of the fight. So, after we can go into the details. So, these are two stand-up fighters. Derrick Lewis is a knockout artist, and he will knock you out with 10 seconds to go, So, he's done it before, and I don't know if he will this time, though, because Cyril Gane is a Muay Thai fighter, and he's also got a couple of submissions on his record. He's got 3 submissions on his record, which is pretty decent. Like, not many heavyweights do that, apart from, Frank Mir was, legendary at submissions and grappling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He was brilliant at that. However, Cyril Gane is a stand-up fighter. He's a Muay Thai fighter. He's got a brilliant record in that. And I really, really am looking forward to this fight. I really do believe it will be a knockout. And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna pick Cyril Gane. I'm gonna pick Cyril Gane. I believe he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna light him up. He's going to utilize his kicks. He's going to wear him out. And I think he's going to get the job done late on. I think Derrick's going to tire. And Derrick Lewis has come out this week and said, if I end up as UFC champion, then basically it's a farce because I have absolutely no skills and these guys should relocate, which I thought was pretty funny, to be fair, because he's obviously just like, yeah, I'm a one punch, which, to an extent he is, but he's always a danger. He's always a danger. So, as I'm saying this, in my head, I'm thinking Cyril Gane's going to win on points. But I'm telling you now, my official pick will be Cyril Gane to win via KO. I'm thinking head kick. There we go. I've called it. I've gone OTT. It's ambitious, but I've called it. And when it happens, I'll put something on my Instagram so you can laugh at me when I'm wrong. So, yeah. But honestly, guys, this is going to be a really, really good card. A few people aren't excited about this card. I don't know why, because for me, I know we've lost a fight. But I mean, I guess it's just because it's pay-per-view. A lot of these guys in America, they have to pay $50 to $100. And, I'm just paying my £20 subscription and for BT Sport or whatever. So it's not too bad. But yeah, so moving on. Of course, the co-main event is now not the co-main event with Amanda Nunes and Juliana Pena. So that is out. So the new co-main event will be the King of Rio, Jose Aldo, right? And he's moved to bantamweight now, and he's fighting Pedro Munhoz, the number 9 ranked bantamweight, against the number 5 in Jose Aldo. Now, I'm really looking forward to this one. Jose Aldo has been a king for a long, long time. Before McGregor came on the scene, he was the main man. And he just his leg kicks, his pace, his speed, his takedown, for everything. He was just an all-rounder. Now, don't get me wrong, the gym that he used to train in was very heavily linked with performance-enhancing drugs. However, I don't know how true that is. I'm not one to speculate. And back then, before USADA, everyone was on steroids. In the words of Nate Diaz, everyone is on steroids. So, yeah, I think this fight is going to be a banger. Really looking forward to this one as well. My pick's going to be Jose Aldo. I think he's going to make a late title charge and he's going to end up being a 2-weight world champion. Obviously not at the same time, but I do think he can make that push. I just think your man Conor just really damaged him. After that, he was never the same. Plus, people like Max Holloway came on the scene and beat him twice, who obviously we all know is an absolute unbelievable fighter, one of the best. So there's no harm in losing to him. But he's had some wars, Jose had, and he's always in a good fight. But yeah, I do believe that Jose Aldo is going to take this. As much as I think Pedro Munhoz is a good fighter, I believe that Jose Aldo is going to take the victory on this one. Who does he fight next if he wins, I should say? I'm already jumping ahead there because this is how confident I am. This is how confident I am that he's going to win this fight. So, as I've picked these, get yourself a little lacquer on and you'll probably lose all your money. So don't take any advice from me. So, yeah, I think that Jose Aldo will win in the second round via TKO. That's my prediction. And again, I'll be doing reactions on my Instagram after it because I'll be recording it and then watching it in the morning. So I'll be like turning my internet off, my Wi-Fi and whatever, so I don't have to see the results beforehand. So that is my pick. So we've got Cyril Gane via head kick KO. That was very specific. And then we got Jose Aldo, TKO, second round. Called it. Slap your money on. But not much, because I don't want to be responsible for that. So moving on to the third bout, or the second, depending on how you look at it. I'm working from the top down. So third bout, Michael Chiesa against Vicente Luque. Michael Chiesa is the most awkward guy to fight. Oh my God, I would hate it. If I was a UFC fighter, and I think all the other UFC fighters know, he is awkward. He gets a grip of you and he doesn't let go, and he just tangles you up and he'll take you down and he'll just stay on you, and he's just, he's horrible. But he's good to watch, he's always comes to fight. But he's brilliant. He's a wizard on the ground. And yeah, I do enjoy watching him fight. I do appreciate good grappling, good Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Don't get me wrong, I do like a bit of wrestling, but it's being a Brit, it's not really that bothered that much. Can't appreciate it that much because it's not something that we did. But yeah, for this one, Vicente Luque coming out of Brazil, obviously, he's got his Brazilian jiu-jitsu as well. So it's going to be there. However, he's been finishing people as well, Vicente Luque. So will Michael Chiesa get him to the ground? I think he probably will. But it's whether he can get back up, because once you get in that sort of Michael Chiesa spider web, it is very hard to get back up. But I'm going to go bold here, and I'm going to say Vicente Luque first round TKO. I think he's going to catch him coming in. I think Vicente Luque's striking's brilliant, and I think his on the ground, his Brazilian jiu-jitsu is good enough for him to be able to handle Chiesa. So yeah, that's my pick, Vicente Luque first round TKO. Clip it. Moving on to the final bout now of the main event. Song Yadong is fighting Casey Kenny. Yes, that's a real name of a real fighter. This is another bantamweight fight. Well, guys, this is the one that, you know, I can see why they're a bit like, oh, this isn't going to be exciting. So I won't go into mega detail of this because you're probably watching it going, I'm just interested in this guy's name. And for that reason, I'm going to pick him. I'm going to say Song Yadong is going to win via decision. There we go. So yeah, just to recap on my picks, I'm going Cyril Gane, head kick, KO. Jose Aldo, second round, TKO. Vicente Luque, first round, TKO. Song Yadong via unanimous decision. So that's my picks for UFC 265. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, guys. Got some really good things up and coming. Going to be having some guests so you can finally listen to someone else chat on apart from me, because I know you're probably sick of me just chatting absolute shite. But no, I really appreciate the support and all the feedback I've had. It's been brilliant. So yeah, make sure you tune into that fight as well, because it's going to be an absolute mega one. So thanks again, guys. This has been the Put 'em Up podcast, episode 3. Take care.